Hi guys, it's Terry from the PGSC, and today we're just going to go through some of the Orcust combos, or more particularly the main 1 card/2 card combo, and then go through some test hands to sort of show you what you can do with the deck. Basically, you just need to get 2 monsters on board, or in one case with a card I'm going to show you, just one, and a discard. So you have many different options. You can have the Neospace Connector, seems to be a popular one. Get the Dolphin. There's the Phantom Sky Blaster. There could be, say, like Hornet Drones, Terratop, and the let's say 1.5 combo, which is the Ibli, which is my preferred one. But I think we're going to go with the Connector, as it seems to be the best option. So, with this. This also a 1.5 card combo, I suppose. But these could be literally anything. So what you're going to do, you're going to normal summon your Connector. The Connector will get you your Dolphin. At this point, just for to get a hand trap out, you can discard a random card, or just see their hand. You can then link into the Phoenix. Once you link into the Phoenix, link away into the Mermaid. You will discard another card to special summon the Orcust Nightmare from your deck. You will then link these 2 away into Galatea, the Orcust Azathot. You will then use Nightmare's effect to target the Galatea, and you send from your deck the Harpor. You then banish the Harpor to special summon an Orcust monster from your deck, and the Orcust monster you want to special summon will be the Orcust Symbol Skeleton. At this moment in time, you would link these 2 away into the Summon Sorceress. You'll then banish the Symbol Skeleton to special summon the Galatea. You'll use Summon Sorceress effect targeting the Galatea to special summon a machine from your deck. In this case, it'll be the World Legacy World Wand. At this moment in time, you would probably want to get something off your Galatea because the last moment it'll be on board for this turn, so I'll shuffle in something. It's very key that you shuffle in either the Symbol Skeleton or the Nightmare. You're going to need the Harp, so in this case I'll shuffle in the Skeleton, and you'll get the Orcust Babel, which will be the best choice in this moment in time. It gets set. Activate it, very key. You then link away these into the Phantom Knight of Rusty Bardage. You can activate its effect. This time you'll send the Ancient Cloak to set the Shade Brigandine. You can then banish the Cloak to add the Boots. You can special summon the Boots. At this moment in time, you can activate the Shade Brigandine to special summon it. You'll then activate World Legacy World Wand's effect to special summon the Banished Orcust. You'll special summon the Harpor. You can then overlay these 2 into the Time Thief Redoer. At this point, because you're going to want this engraved, you'll just use Rusty Bardage's effect to destroy 1 card on the field because the Dark Xyz monster has been special summoned to its zone that it points to, so you'll destroy this, the Boots. Then you can banish the Boots to add the rank up magics. Set it, activate Redoer's effect, banish yourself until the end phase. It comes back. You pass to your opponent. They enter standby phase. You then enter main phase. They'd have priority to do 1 thing. Once they do that, use the rank up spell. And then you can go for Azathot. Ideally, you do probably want to summon it to the zone that Rusty points to, just because you can get a free pop of if they normal summoned or set something. So that was good. Also, so at this point, we're just going to also mention the sort of counters to this play, which are normally based either in the standby phase, where your opponent can say Twin Twister or MST the rank up spell, which is pretty bad because you can only activate the rank up spell during either player's main phase. Or once your opponent enters main phase and they have priority, they can summon the Dino Wrestler Pankratops and just wait till you go for the rank up play to pop the Redoer. Therefore, you can't summon the Azathot. They can kaiju the Time Thief. You can't summon Azathot, And one possible thing that probably won't come up, but it's probably good to know, is that if your opponent Reapers your Azathot, then obviously you don't get the Azathot. But that is the sort of 1/2/1.5 card combo for Orcust to go for the Azathot play. It's pretty simple, you just need to get 2 monsters on board. So at this moment I'm just going to do probably a few test hands and see what we can get to.
You can take this moment to like and subscribe the video.
Good job. Also, if you're interested in seeing, the deck profile for this that I took to Huddersfield, it will be on our channel, and there should hopefully be a link in the description.
I'll add that.
Yep. So, yeah.
I'll also take this moment to say that we are not a zombie channel. We just heavily feature a lot of zombie decks.
Yep. So we'll give this another shot.
Coming soon will be a Mayakashi video with the new Ace Mayakashi.
So,
you ready for some test hands then?
yeah, let's give it a shot. But I mean, just think, you're gonna have like a phantom hand action. You're gonna cut my deck on camera if you can.
That's fine. There we go.
Yeah. Right. So let's see how this goes. We've opened a Jackalope, an Orcust Return, a Ancient Cloak, Tsuchinoko, and a Phantom Fog Blade. So pretty much you're gonna get these on board, but so you're gonna set the 2 cards you probably don't want to get rid of. I'm going to. You know what? I feel like this probably didn't matter, but in this situation, I'm going to reveal the Tsuchinoko, and then we're going to do a quick little shuffle thing.
Phantom hand with the dice. We'll go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
1. So this one.
So we send this. We get to special summon our Tsuchinoko. I'd like to just put them over here just in case the placement becomes important later. Draw 1, and then the Jackalope will trigger, summon this another guy from our deck. So in this situation, I will get let's go with the Nessie.
So right now there's 2 cards on field that can go into the Nightmare, which can get you the Mermaid, which can get you the full combo.
Pretty much. I mean, I can play this out if I could play this out, but we pretty much know where this is gonna go. But I'll try to play it through like a bit quicker, just for argument's sake.
So this will go into the Nightmare Phoenix, or if you're playing Nightmare Cerberus, then the Nightmare Phoenix, you can go into the Nightmare Mermaids.
Yep.
Discard 1 card to special summon the Orchestrated Nightmare from deck. So the Orchestrated Nightmare and the Mermaid can be linked into Galatea. Banish Orchestrated Nightmare targeting Galatea. Decide the Heart Power.
There we go.
Heart Power effect. Banish it to special summon Symbol Skeleton from deck. Link the 2 cards away on field for Summon Sorceress. Banish Symbol Skeleton, special summon Galatea to a point Summon Sorceress points to. Then Summon Sorceress effect, special summon World Wand from deck.
This point.
You can then use Galatea to shuffle in Symbol Skeleton to set Babel from deck to field. Then you can link away, you can activate Babel straight away.
Yep.
And then you can link Galatea and World Wand into your Rusty Bardich. Rusty Bardich effect, send Cloak to set either of your Phantom Knights, so probably you'll want your Shade Brigandine at this point. Then banish Cloak to add Boots. And then you can special summon it. Activate Brigandine. Yeah. and then you can use World 1 Defect Engrave, banish it to special summon your banished Heart Power. You can make Redoer. Effective Barrage on summon to pop Boots, banish Boots to add your rank up spell. Then Time Thief Redoer effect, banish itself. Set your rank up magic. End phase, Time Thief Redoer will come back. Your opponent goes into their main phase. After they perform anything, you can activate the rank up magic, special summon Azathot. They can't activate monster effects for the rest of the turn.
Yep, see, that's simple to lock your opponent out of monster effects. So I will do another test hand, but what I might try to do is sort of rewind a little bit, because there's a certain. You know what? No, I'll go for another test hand, and because this is fairly consistent. You can get to a point where that similar point, and we'll try to see what else you can do with it. And assuming that you don't want to Azathot your opponent, or somehow that play doesn't seem viable. So we'll just give this a moment to reset.
We are banish Nightmare.
Yep, thank you. So that's important. I'll give it a just
Phantom Hand coming in.
try to keep the guys in order a little bit. I'll try to keep the guys in order a little bit, just to hopefully speed this along. So we'll draw into Cloak, Shade Brigandine, Harpour, Nightmare, and Nessie. So, I mean, still two monsters, still can do the same play. So I'm going to set the Shade Brigandine. At this point, I'm just going to activate Nessie, because why not?
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4.
This one.
Yep.
Nessie, so Nessie will trigger, getting us. We probably want to we will want a guaranteed summon, so you can pick between these two. Just Jackalope, because if he gets hit, it's a bit of deck thinning, which could be nice.
Chupacabra also works in this situation because you do have danger engrave.
So you can bring back the Nessie. So we'll go for reveal our Jackalope. Shuffle.
Good. Same again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. This one. So discard the cloak. Special summon the Jackalope.
Draw one. We drew into a card that I'm trying to test at the moment of Iron Dragon Tiamat, which could be really fun.
So this card wasn't included in the deck profile, but it's been added after the fact. It can special summon itself when there are 3 cards in the same column. So it doesn't need to special summon to the same column those 3 cards are in, such as Mech Knights. But it does mean that any card in the column that summoned to gets destroyed.
Yeah, so it destroys all the cards in the same column as it, and then neither player can use unused columns that are in the same zone as it. So,
unused zones.
Unused zones, yeah. Which is really, really fun with something that I'd like to try. So
we will be able to show, hopefully, that it's quite easy to get 3 cards in the same column, and then you can special summon it in the. So if we summon our extra deck monster here, it should be easy enough to special summon Tiamat below the other extra monster zone, locking that out for your opponent, so they won't be able to special summon from the next deck. And if you can manage to do that and play them, they shouldn't really be able to make any plays.
Yep, so we'll see if we can get to that.
So it's another way to lock your opponent out.
So we're going to normal summon our Harpour, make a link 2.
Good. So make Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Phoenix effect, Nightmare Mermaid, sorry, summon that, and then effect, discard a card.
To get. We just so happen to draw all of the cards we already need in Grave anyway, but we'll play it through. We'll play it out.
You go for the Ibley now. Oh no, you would have to make the Orcust anyway to make Galatea.
I mean, we can still give our opponent. Actually, we'll try that way. We'll try to make a small variation. So,
well, if you make the Ibley, then you would have to make a link to that isn't Galatea. So what would you make then?
Well, currently I think we're still playing the Space Insulator, which is an option. We'll see. Okay. I think we can do it.
We'll see where it goes.
Well, why not? So we'll get the Ibley. Sorry, we're going this bit off the cuff, but I feel this is a bit better because then you get a bit more of an idea. So in this situation, we can link these two away into the Space Insulator. Then Ibley's effect will summon itself, zone.
It is off camera, but Ibley has been summoned to the opponent's zone.
That is true. Ooh. Let's see what happens. This is interesting. This is new territory. We're gonna do this.
I've never seen him so excited.
Excited, nervous. Can't really tell which is which at this moment in time. So I'm going to use the Nightmare to target the Space Insulator, and I'm going to send Symbol Skeleton to the grave. Do you want to send Symbol Skeleton? Wow, to the graveyard. This might not. We'll see what happens. Then we're going to banish our Harp Horror to special summon. Ugh, this is really weird.
Are you still playing Brass Bombard?
I am. I could summon the Brass Bombard. That is definitely an option. He says it's in here somewhere, so we're playing this one. Right. So now we can go for a Galatea. Now, this is where this becomes very interesting, because we're actually in a bit of a weird situation here, because right now I need to get the Galatea in grave and make a Summon Sork, which is kind of, I'm not gonna lie, a little awkward at this moment in time. But we're gonna see what we can do with this. We're just gonna try our best. You know what? We're gonna go a bit off the cuff here. So
what's left in hand? We
have the Tiamaton, which I feel I might be able to set up if given the right play. This is interesting. So in this situation, I might want to get more resources, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to use Galatea's effect to shuffle in our Nightmare.
I return? Well, set return.
Set a return.
I feel like we're going to have a phantom hand here to cut the deck. Ooh. There we go.
We're going to rely maybe a little bit on RNG here, but it's going to...
It is a danger deck after all.
So what we can do is we're going to use our Symbol Skeleton to bring back our Brass Bombard.
Okay. I was figuring you were going to use Orchestration Return, send Galatea before this.
True. That's also an option, but I wanted to see if I can keep the link 2 on board, see what I can draw.
Yeah.
So we'll use a return, go for this. We draw into another Iron Dragon and a Chupacabra, which isn't too bad.
Okay, well Chupacabra could be pretty good. You've either got a free special summon or a draw.
So we'll see what we can do from here. So
either way, it's a special summon.
Yeah, we'll go for Chupacabra.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. So that's this. So hit the Chupacabra. So
free special summon. So in this situation, I'm going to special summon this. Right, so we're gonna probably have to try to change things up a bit, but I think I can still end with an Azathot play. So let's see what happens. We're gonna link these two away into our Rusty. We're gonna activate Rusty's effect. We're going to send our where is it? Sorry. Have we gone to? We're going to send our Ancient Cloak to set our. In this case, we'll set the rank up spell. We're then going to use Ancient Cloak's effects to add boots and special summon it here. It's very key that we special summon the boots there because now we have 3 cards in the same column, so we can summon our Iron Dragon. Tiamaton, which is pretty good. Now we can then, because we have a level 4, we can do this. Special our Shade Brigandine, overlay with these two into the trusted Time Thief Redoer, Rusty's effect. We destroy this. We can then banish the boots to then add a Fog Blade. I didn't also realized I didn't matter because we do have 3 cards in the same column because the Ibli, which is here, is in 3 cards, which is very nice. So we can then set our Fog Blade. We have our rank up spell, activate Redoer's effect, end phase. You know, then same thing again. Standby, main, deactivate anything. You can rank up into the Azathot.
And they're under Ibli as well.
And they're under Ibli. If they still manage to make a link monster, if they think you're going to make a link, they're going to make a link monster. What you can do as well, in response to activating the rank up spell, because 3 cards in the same column, you can special summon the Tiamaton, because it's a quick effect. So that monster zone as well. So now you have an Azathot. You can blow up the card they've activated. You have a Fog Blade, and the Tiamaton locking out the extra monster zone. So it went a bit weird, but we were able to make some kind of decent play.
Alright, we'll try one more.
Yep.
So in that instance, do you think the Ibli was the best player? Or would you have gone for the Nightmare?
That in that sense, the Nightmare was still
orchestrated Nightmare.
The orchestrated Nightmare was still probably the better play because the key thing with the issue I found there was that I couldn't go for the Summon Sword play because I would have to use the Symbol Skeleton before to bring back my Megalite or bring back something to make the Summon Sorceress. I mean, you might have options if you can special summon something from your hand to Summon Sword Zone on the other side, but definitely in that situation, the going for Orchestrated Nightmare was the more optimal play. But you can still do things if things go a bit wrong.
Okay, we'll try one more test hand for you guys. Remember to comment below if you have any questions about the deck, if you have any requests for any decks you would like to see, or if there's just any comments in general about the deck or the build.
Yeah.
I think the only differences between this and the one in the deck profile that we featured is changing Sky Blasters to Tiamaton.
Yep. There might be a couple more changes that I might want to make, and we probably might make an updated profile at some point. But for now, it's just the Sky Blasters I've replaced with Tiamatons. Pick them up while they're cheap.
Yeah, Tiamaton. It's going to be the next big thing once Terry tops.
Yep, that's
original forest.
Yep, let's do it. So we'll let's test hand. We'll draw Mothman, Tiamaton, another Tiamaton, really loves me, Orcust Return, and this.
How many Tiamaton are you playing?
2, really loves me.
Oh, right, okay, so you saw both of them 2 games in a row.
Yep. See, it knows, it just knows.
So what are you setting then? The Orcust Return and the Shape Brigandine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mothman.
So we've got a Mothman and 2 Tiamaton here.
Not the best hand, but
so
you know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. So the first one.
Yes.
Discard one of the Tiamatons, special Mothman, and draw a card. Oh, we got the fog blades.
It's not great. It's not great, but we will adapt. We'll overcome. So we'll special this. Guess what? We have 2 monsters. So we can still make our nightmare play. Then we're going to go into the mermaid.
But you have used the Brigandine to make that. You've not normal summoned though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
And you do have an. Have you still kept the level 4 in hand? Have you kept?
I still have a Tiamat, which is quite nice, so we can just discard
the fog blade instead.
because it can be cinder. So we'll go.
So still level 4 in hand, which can be used in place of the Brigandine that was used to make the Nightmare Phoenix.
Yep. So see, read this
Summon
one.
the Orchestrated Nightmare.
Yep. And just because at this moment in time we have 3 cards in the same column, I'm going to summon the Tiamat. I'm going to put it over here.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe, because this time I think it's going to be used more as a piece, an actual combo piece.
Well, wouldn't you summon it in that position anyway, just in case? If you got stopped, it's still there, it's stopping them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what, we'll keep it here. We can work around this, so make this.
Into Galatea?
Yep. Nightmare. Targeting, Tiamat this time, because we have another Maori on board. And while you may think the Nightmare's effect might be irrelevant, there could be a certain moment, like, where you can do that. You might be able to get to this play without it. And if you have, say, a
Aqua
Dolphin, yeah, you can boost one of your guys to be a bit bigger to take out some of the bigger cards.
Just in Whirlwind, make sure you've got something bigger.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So we are going to send the Harp Horror when we actually see one of the 3 that we play in this deck. Banish the Harp. We will then get the Skeleton. Once again, do this into the Summon Soak. Banish. Bring back Altea, Summon Soak effect. And we will special summon this. Our World Wand. And from here we can still get to our combo, the Azathot play.
Regular plays, because World 1 will allow you to summon the Harp Horror, so you will get that rank for the rank up magic and ending with your Azathot next turn.
True, that is definitely true. So I want to see if I can show you like an alternative line of play you can do, just on this situation where you could make. Well, you have 2 options actually. You can make an Orcust. You can make these 2 into the. I haven't changed my build. That's really saddening. Right.
Are you looking for Longearsa?
Yep. So in this case, you can summon the Orcust Link 3, which I want to be playing, which would be in place of this Decode Talker. For those of you who don't know, the Orcust Link 3 can be destroyed by card effects while it's linked, and it can shuffle away 2 of your banish machines to send a linked monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. It could come up. So what you can do in this situation is you can link away that and the Summon Sork into a Orcustrion is one option, or you can summon the Top Logic Bomber Dragon for bomber control. The key thing for the bomber control, as I told you, is very important. You need to make sure you have your field spell, because then all your Orcus become quick effects.
Which you would have had to summon off the Galatea
earlier, yeah.
Rather than the second time you summon Galatea from the grave with Summon Skeleton.
Yeah. And what you can do is you can banish the World Wand to get back your Harp Horror. And in this situation, you might have wanted to use someone to zone the bomber points to blow everything up. And then you have your Harp Horror and Graves loaded this time. But since we will have the Tiamat and we want to keep that there, we've also fortunately drew the return, so we can send this, draw 2, which are these. Luckily we drew into the Fog Blade. We can set our Fog Blade. And for this turn, you now can play how Orcus, I'd say, used to be played, the sort of original strategy of topological
before
control.
the Azathot turbo.
Yeah, there's topological control. You can banish the harp at you think a crucial moment where your opponent gets monsters on board. Special skeleton bomber activates. You can blow it up, and then you can banish the skeleton to summon back the in this case would be the long gear suit, which would then its arrow points up to your opponent's extra monster zone, so you can also send that. And because it can't be destroyed by battle while it's linked, while topological
card effect
by card effects while it's linked, it won't be destroyed by bomber's effect, so you can get a Chimeric monster on board. That's just an alternative play you can make with the deck.
So that's more of the classic topologic control build. Possibly after a ban list, this could go This could be the direction that Orcus goes back to, depending on if Bardage or rank up magic gets hit.
Yeah. But in any case, we're prepared for that, and hopefully we'll give you a profile when that it happens. So I just want to thank you guys for taking your time to watch this video. Please subscribe to our channel and for more videos.
Right.
Once again, not a zombie channel.